this update at Wizard World 2013 Ohio Comic. See you in a few seconds. Hello everyone and welcome to Rob's Rogues. As you can tell, this is my program from the Wizard World Ohio Comic Convention. September 2013 Wizard World. It's so very cool. It was in Columbus, Ohio. That's just about almost a 2-hour drive, about an hour and 40 minutes. We weren't able to leave right as early as we had wanted to for Friday. My wife didn't get off work till about 4 o'clock. And the convention starts at about 3 p.m. So we missed a good chunk of Friday, but we were able to get in for at least a couple hours on Friday, kind of look around and kind of scope some things out, which worked really good. There was no line, so we were able to get our wristbands on, and we literally walked in, went over to the counter, got the wristbands. There was nobody around because pretty much everybody was in or was done for the day. We got there close to about 6 o'clock or right before, and it ended at 8. So like I said, we had about 2 hours to walk around and just kind of scope things out and get a plan of attack for Saturday and Sunday. I was able to get somebody's autograph on Friday. I ran back up to the room because I didn't think he was going to be there, so I'll show you that last. I do have some goodies from the convention. A lot of these goodies are all comic books. I do have a couple action figures. If you have been looking at my Facebook page, which I've been forgetting to put down in my description, so I'll make sure I put that back down here. I did give like a preview of the 2 figures that I picked up, but I'm going to save those 2 for last. Just like with everything, the convention was pretty expensive to go to, and staying in a hotel and, figuring up all that stuff. So, yeah, there were tons and tons of stuff I could have bought. But it was kind of one of those. I was looking for a few certain things. There were some things I saw there, and then other things that I didn't see that I was kind of expecting to see. So it's kind of a crapshoot with some of the comic conventions. Sometimes you may find everything you want, and then sometimes you'll find nothing that you want, or you'll never find nothing you want. There was always so many things there, but the prices of stuff was really expensive on some things. We were wanting to pick up a couple t-shirts, and those were expensive as well. As I'm talking, I'm just looking at my table here. I forgot 2 things, so I'm going to pause this real quick. Now I'm back. I finally got everything up here that I should have had the first time. The funny story for Friday when we picked up our bands, that as we were walking through, of course there was no line or anything. And as we're walking through the little, I wouldn't say turnstile, but the little area where they say, hey, follow the A line, and that'll lead you to the spot where you get your bands. As we're walking through, my wife is frantically hitting me on the shoulder. She's like, Rob, Rob, Rob. And I'm kind of getting a little annoyed. I'm like, what? I'm standing in the A line. Michael Rooker from The Walking Dead walks right by us, unbeknownst to me. And not that she's making a scene, but he's walking by and she's trying to frantically smack me on the shoulder. He turns to her and nods to her, and the guy beside me says, dude, Michael Rooker just looked your way. She couldn't think of his name fast enough, so she made a little bit of a commotion, the guy, to turn to look at me, and said he gave a nice pleasant look of like, she was trying so frantic to get my attention, but I was on a mission, so I guess I need to pay attention to my surroundings a little bit more. But yeah, there was a lot of cool things here. I'm going to put up some pictures that we took, and of me and some cosplayers, and just other things in general. I don't know how much video I have. As we were walking around, I just felt weird turning the video camera on and just videoing people. So there won't be a whole lot of video. I kind of had said there was going to be, but there is not a whole lot of video, sorry to say. So I'm not going to go through all this stuff, but it was really kind of cool to see. There was our map of everything. I mentioned about the t-shirts. Stylin Online was the big t-shirt company that was there selling stuff, and they were wanting $24, $25 a shirt, for Superman, Batman, and just different types of things. And even with the $5 coupon, it was kind of like, it was kind of a little more expensive. And you start thinking, well, if I buy a t-shirt, then I'm not going to be able to get something else that I want. Like I said, a lot of this is all comic book related. There were things that I was looking for or that I wanted. These are all free that you're going to see right here. We were walking around, people would say, hey, do you want a free comic book? So let me try to get this in frame here better. You know, I'll take anything that's free. I'm a free whore. That kind of sounds bad, but I've never heard of this before. I've got two because they gave one to my wife and I both, and after a while she's like, stop picking up, or she just kind of stood out of the way when they were giving free stuff. She's like, I'm not going to read them, and now I have two of them. So if anybody's interested in any of these free comic books, I can send you a couple of them. This one looks interesting, kind of like the Grimm Fairy Tales type thing, animated one shot. So again, a lot of the stuff I'm not sure what it is, but hey, my wife's like, hey, cartoon girls with boobs, you'll like that. So again, it's a lot of cool stuff you can get there, and it's, you know, a convention for a new and upcoming artists to get, you know, their name out. So who knows, some of these could be really good, some of these could be really bad. There's another Grimm Fairy Tale Unleashed. This one kind of looks interesting too, but the cool one is Walking Dead #1. Now this is a Wizard World exclusive. It's not like they just gave out the original Walking Dead. We got this on Friday when we got our wristbands, and of course we got two of them. And then Sunday they were offering to buy this. The Wizard World Chicago convention was going to let me spit that out. Was offering $5 an issue. Say, hey, you know, you have one of them. Since you each got one with your wristband, we will buy one of these from you for $5, and we will give you the Chicago Walking Dead issue. I think it was like issue #2, I think, for free. Well, for free, basically for free, and they'll give us $5. And I didn't realize that one of the artists of The Walking Dead was there. I could have gotten this signed. I didn't realize it till after the fact. But Sunday, when they were offering $5 for, you know, an issue of The Walking Dead, we had our luggage already packed, ready to go in the car, and it was at the valet parking. So we were just walking around, and I didn't have this since I got it on Friday, and I was like, I'm sorry. You know, I thought about running back to the luggage to go get it, but trying to get it from the valet parking, it was kind of a pain in the butt. So. But those are the freebies I got. The Walking Dead obviously is going to be really cool. I'm a huge fan of The Walking Dead, and I have yet to read any of the comics from The Walking Dead. So I'll probably pick up some of The Walking Dead comics, not in single issues. I'll probably get the compendiums and just read them as one giant trade and stuff. But it's kind of cool to have at least the first issue of The Walking Dead, and I flipped through it. And it's kind of interesting to see the changes from the comic to the TV show. So those are some freebies that we got. There were a couple other freebies as far as comics go, where you had 30 seconds to pick a set of comics, and then apparently there was, here's, let me get it in frame here, Sovereign 7. I have no idea. I don't even know if this is worth, if it's anything. They just wanted you to get their name out. They gave you a little flyer. So we each got a chance at it. I had my wife pick two because she was quicker at going through some of this stuff, and I have Showcase 96. She saw, you know, Mary Batson on there, knew I liked the Shazam family, and 30 seconds to go through two boxes. I guess there were some decent or really good comics in there. I don't know what. My wife was just looking for anything that she saw DC and characters that I know and liked. And this was, when they said 29 seconds, she just grabbed this at the last second. But hey, another two free comics. I'm going to add to the comic collection. It's very cool. Now for some issues that I bought and paid for, that I was kind of looking to complete things. Of course you guys know I'm a big Robin fan. So this is from the Batman Superman. This is issue 26. I'm looking for the Superman Batman issue 70. That's the Damian and Supergirl issue. It's really kind of hard to find. So if I could find Robin on an issue, I was looking for those things. And here is Robin and Supergirl, but Tim Drake. So 62 out of the series. And then I'm trying to complete, I'll save that one. some people are fans of the 1 year later story, some are not. I do like it. I finally completed the Batman and Detective Comics run. So I have now the whole 1 year later story from Batman and Detective Comics. I didn't have any of the Detective Comics issues, so I was looking for those 3. So now I have all of those. I have the Batman ones already, but now I've got that. Something else I've been really trying to complete is the whole No Man's Land series, and that's going clear back to Cataclysm and Aftershock, and I think those stories actually go into Contagion and Legacy going back. I'm planning on buying No Man's Land in the trade paperbacks. I have the volume number 1 of the reissued series that will have everything in it, but I'm picking up single issues of everything leading up to No Man's Land. So I was able to pick up Road to No Man's Land, the series that goes right before. There's a Shadow of the Bat 82. There's Detective Comics, Get It a Frame, Rob, 728. Batman Shadow of the Bat 80, and then Azrael Agent of the Bat 74. And found the Azrael, which was good, and I found Shadow of the Bat. These are the exact same issue. If I get it in frame here, probably not doing so well, I apologize. These are the same issue. It's a double-sided issue, and of course when they were in the bag and boards, I didn't realize it because they were that way. So when we got back to the hotel room, I pulled them out and flipped them over and realized, crap, I just bought basically 2 of the same issue. My wife pointed out that the stories are upside down, so if you would flip it over this way, this particular issue, then it would be right side up for Azrael the Bat. But the stories aren't in line. It's not like this is 1 and this is 2. This is the event. It begins here. Well, this is the 3rd story, The Shadow of the Bat. So I would have issue 1 and then issue 2, and I'd have to turn and read this one. So she was like, keep both of them, and then you can have them in your comic books in order as they should be. She's so smart. I also was able to get a trade paperback, and I thought I was going to hit the gold mine on trade paperbacks. I was, but I had started spending some money at that point. So I did pick up this. I got this for $12. The Bruce Wayne, The Road Home, all the one-shots. And this is normally a $25 book. And I got it for $12, which I thought was pretty cool. I was really hoping to find some Robin and Red Robin trade paperbacks or other graphic novels, and I found 0. So I was a little disappointed with that. Again, I got some other stickers, some Comic-Con. You probably see these on like Myrtle Beach and things like that. Now, I'm always trying to figure out, what do those letters mean on the back of people's cars? Well, now I have one. I thought that was pretty cool. And I found a Robin sticker that I can put on my back window of my car. So the last thing that I have here, and something that I was really happy about, I didn't know how much Artist Alley, how much things were going to cost to have somebody do a sketch. If I would have had this person do a sketch, it would have been about $60. And my wife's like, well, we've got that much money, but that may be the only thing that you do. So when he was kind of telling us the price, and I was like, trying to figure out, the first convention, didn't want to seem stupid. He's like, no, go ahead and ask, Everybody's pretty cool. I was like, well, what about, autographs? He's like, if you put a book down in front of me and it's something that I drew, I will gladly sign it for you free. So some of you probably have seen me post this. Here is Batman and Robin issue 18, the Requiem issue that Patrick Gleason did. And this is the silent issue. And by silent issue, if some of you don't know that, there are no word balloons at all. So it's just a visual comic book. And Patrick Gleason did such a great job, and he ever so graciously signed this for me. I got a chance to talk to him and just kind of spend a few minutes. And that was the cool thing about Friday. Even though we missed a huge chunk of it, he was was about done for the day and just kind of sitting there by himself. The convention was over at 8 o'clock, and it was like 7:30. So when I saw him there sitting by himself, I looked at my wife. I'm like, I didn't bring my issue with me because I didn't think with only having a couple hours that we were going to get a chance to do anything. So I ran back to the room and had about 15 minutes to spare. And I basically talked to him for about 15 minutes. He was a really cool guy. I had him. I asked him if he would record a voiceover or a tag for the Bat Fans Without Pants podcast that I'm a part of. You like that name? Pretty cool. So he graciously did that too. He was a wonderful guy, really sweet, and I ended up tweeting this and tagged him in the tweet, and his mother favorited my tweet. So I mentioned, Pat Gleason, wonderful guy, really cool, spent time with us, yada yada yada, and she favorited my tweet. So thanks, Pat Gleason's mother. So I think I had a really good time at the convention. I know I had a really good time. And I did say I had a couple of action figures. So you guys are probably like, oh, we're just looking at you get your books. But hey, I'm excited. So the 2 action figures that I picked up were on my list. You can see here is Lex Luthor. I paid $16 for him. He does have all of his kryptonite crystals with him, which I thought was really cool. He does have a little bit of a warped leg here, but we'll get into that for the review. And this guy has been on my list, and I really, really debated about picking him up. Just because a friend of mine out there in YouTube land said he was going to send me a package to do a review on, and he was going to send a surprise. So I'm like, well, what's he going to send? And if Jason, if you end up sending me this one, I'm sorry, I now have it, but we'll see which of the 2 are better. Who knows? You could be sending me something completely different. But nonetheless, I got the Crime Solver Batman. I've been dying to get this figure. Very much reminiscent of the superpowers. Some people like the all blue cowl. I've always kind of liked Batman having the black cowl and up front. Again, this takes you back to my childhood, so I'm gonna put him. I have the gray and black version of this. So I'm gonna take the gray and black version out and put in the blue that's standing with my Jason Todd Robin, and I picked him up for $12. That comes with no accessories. He does have some dirt, and his leg right here, we'll get into that for the review, is a little funny. But those were my pickups. I had a blast at the convention. As you can see, I managed to pick up quite a few things, mostly all comic books, but I was able to get a couple of figures as well. So without rambling too much, as I'm filming this, I'm going to put together the slideshow portion, and so you can see some of the pictures of stuff we took. And the music that you are going to hear is music that I wrote and recorded and will be singing and playing drums on from my side project, my rock band project, Purple Planet 10 project. So you'll be able to listen to that as well. So we'll end the video here, and actually we won't end it. We'll go into the slideshow, and hope I have enough pictures to show you. See ya.